Hello, my name is Jack. I've created this website called rarepantries.com, and today I'm going to be making a tutorial video on how to design a food blog for those who are interested in making their own food blogs, or for people that are just interested in what happens behind the scenes to make food blogs look the way that they do. So first, I just want to show you a couple of websites that I think are really going to help explain the look and feel of what I want on my food blog. So first we have this website called Lovelemons.com, which I think is a really great food blog that has really great images on it, but more than just the images themselves, it's or the subjects rather, the context that they add into their images, into the background. Here we have some freshly baked bread, some lentils, some greens, a towel, looks like utensils in use, things that just fill up the background of the shot that add a little bit more context into the image than just the subject itself, which I feel makes it a little more interesting to look at and makes me at least imagine what it's like to eat with my friends and family and what we have on the table. I think it makes it relatable, and I think it'll lead to more clicks into reading about the different blogs that you're going to have on your website. Another blog that I really like is called Half-Baked Harvest, and they use different lighting in their images along with the context in the background to create images that are really, really fun to look at and make you really want to click them and read more about it. This is accomplished with a lot more darker background with the dark table. The lighting is uneven in the shot. It adds depth, it adds realism. It makes it feel lived in, it makes it feel homey and comfortable. And this is what I want to evoke when people look at the images on my site, and what I think will lead to more clicks into my blog to read more about what I have to say about the different foods that I'm going to host on my blog. So if you're going to be making a blog, I would suggest, if you're not taking the pictures yourself, to look on the Creative Commons website to see different things that you want to add in. So, for example, I looked up snake fruit, and this is an image I've used in my header image right here. And I think it just provides easy access to images that you can use in your own website, and especially in the photo editing software called Pixlr, which is how I made my header image and how I'm going to continue making and editing different images that are going to appear on my blog. So if you haven't already, I would read my post that I made about my header image on my blog. But if not, how I made my blog was a collection of these different Creative Commons images that I edited on Pixlr. And for example, I'll pull up some of the images that I originally used. So we'll see here, this is Wagyu beef, and what I did here is, if you see, the original image is very dull, very gray compared to the red beef that you see on my header image. And how that was accomplished was Pixlr allows you to use this tool that can increase saturation, vibrance, and temperature of different layers that you have in your image. So I'll show you basically what I did to make the beef look the way it did. I just drew over that with the saturation tool. And already it looks way more appetizing, way better, and almost exactly like what I have in my header image already. The only extra thing I did was there's a sharpen tool that Pixlr also gives you, and I lightly went over that with low strength, which you can toggle over here, and it just lets the fat pop a little bit more in the image, which I think is important for at least the Wagyu beef, because that's one of the most recognizable things about Wagyu beef is the fat content. And that just allows you to have a lot of control over what you want in your image. Another example of what I did is, this is the original image for the background that I used for my header. And as you can see, it's a lot brighter than what I ended up with in the end product, and that's because I used a tool that changes the lighting in different areas of the image. So if I click the header layer, you can see that when I draw like this, it starts to make things very dark. And you can play with that as much as you want. You can highlight areas that are supposed to be dark. You can brighten areas. It just allows a lot more depth to be created in your image, create a lot more of a realistic lighting, and I think it just enhances the image a lot, makes it more fun to look at. One of the last things I want to show you in this tutorial is the effect it can have on images that we've already seen from the websites that I showed you. So I downloaded one of the images that they use. So this is the image from Lovelemons, and this is what you can do with the lighting given the different tools that Pixlr allows you. So let me go into the darken, and different parts of this image don't have to be as bright. And in fact, I think it detracts from the image because of certain background elements being as bright as they are. So I'm going to go over this image a little bit just to darken up a few things, make it look a little more interesting to the eye. So I'm going to darken areas that I think should be behind the light source. So let's darken those. Let's darken this side of this potato. Let's darken this side. Already it's looking a little more detailed, a little more interesting than how it originally looked. And that's just from the addition of a little bit of editing with the lighting. And right now you can see the lighting makes sense. It's it's not jarring, at least not yet. And it makes the image look a lot more complex than what it originally looked like. For example, let me show a side-by-side comparison. It's a little more interesting to look at. So these are the tools you can have on Pixlr, and this is what I used to create my different things on my header image, and I suggest you do the same if you're looking to make your own blog. And yeah, if you want, you can like and subscribe to my YouTube channel where I will be posting this video, and I will soon put it up on my blog, and you can read more about what techniques I use and the content that I will host, which is rare and interesting foods. So yeah, if you like the video, leave a like, subscribe, and thank you.